Okay, so let's assume that you don't have a website yet and you need one. I want to walk you through really quick how to make a very simple website using Weebly.com. Weebly is what I've used for all of my personal websites, and it's, I think, the easiest to use and is user-friendly. So I want to dive into how to do this. If you want to follow along, I recommend just stopping and pausing this as you need to, and do this in a separate tab. While you're watching this, in a separate tab, have this open as you're going through this. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to go to Weebly.com. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click sign up. And what you're going to do is you're going to enter in your name. If you want, you can continue with Facebook or Google. I recommend that you use an email address for this. So I just made a sample email for this, and then I'm going to create a new password, create your site. Awesome. So this is going to ask us if we want to sell online or not. And what I'm going to say for now is to choose not now. Even if you have products to sell, at this point, I would just say not now. Because if you go the product route, you're going to have to sign up for the paid version of Weebly down the road in order to put your products on there and to essentially to build your business out, you'd have to upgrade, which you can do at any time, and you can do this later. I would just say for this example, let's click not now. And Weebly is going to give you a bunch of different themes that you can choose from. So you can look at all the different themes that they have that you can choose. You can change, you can change themes while you're in it. I will say Weebly is kind of confusing when you try to switch themes, so I would definitely preview them before you choose one, just so you have an idea of what it looks like. So I can click and it'll preview what this would look like. And so this is what the website would look like. And of course, we can go through and edit things, but this is the template that it would come with. And you can look at what like the details pages would look like, and you can obviously change all of this stuff. I'll just show you one other one. Let's do, so we have like this guy. And it's going to be, sometimes it's tempting to want to have, the coolest or prettiest looking website. What we're going to focus on is just making it effective and not necessarily the prettiest. So I'm going to choose one. You can choose any of these, and I'm going to walk you through how to use Weebly steps to do this. I'm going to preview this. I'm going to go for the simplest looking one. Cool. I like this. It looks simple to me. I like simple. Awesome. So let's go. I believe there's a button, start editing. And my goal is to do this in under a half an hour from starting at this moment to build out a fully fledged website. It's not going to be the most robust website ever, but enough to get you started that you would be able to use this. So here's the one thing we got to look at. Weebly is going to say choose your domain name, and what you can do is you can connect a domain name. At this point, if you don't have a website, you're not going to have another website to connect it to. If you own a domain name, you can connect it here and follow the steps through here. If you don't, what we're going to do is we're just going to type in, I'm going to call this healthy funnel example. And then we're going to click search. And what you're going to do is, if you want to do completely free, you just ignore these, and you're going to choose the subdomain healthyfunnelexample.weebly.com. And I actually recommend starting here to begin with, because even though it says .weebly.com right now, once you feel comfortable with it, then you can change this and upgrade to any domain name that you want. So I would just start with the free one for now. as you're just going through the process. So I'm going to click subdomain. If you really want to buy a domain, you can, Weebly will take you through the process. I won't spend a whole lot of time, but you can do, I think it's, let's see, for as little as $5 a month, or sorry, $8 a month. They say $5 a month, but that's if you do it for a whole year. So it'd be $60 to get that, or $8 a month to get a free domain with your website. So I'll leave that up to you. Our goal is to make things as lean as possible to start, and we don't want to put a surprise cost on anyone. So I want to show you the free way for now. Cool. So it should take me back where I have to choose my, yep, okay. Funnel. Example. I'm going to choose this guy. Cool. And now I'm inside my website. So one thing I might do is if I have a logo, I can upload my logo. Let's see, ads for PTs. So I might choose, let's see, that one probably won't fit very well. In this case, I'll just choose this one. It's almost like I'm making this for a course that I'll have. So you can add your logo there, right? You can have it off completely. You can have text, and you can change the text to, healthy funnel example. Let's just do this as a mock clinic. And if you don't have a clinic, or you're not having a clinic, I know we have people who are going to create an online business or a consulting business or an agency. You can do this in the same way. I'm going to do this as an example for a clinic because I think it'll be really helpful for the majority of people to see that. So we'll call this healthy funnel physiotherapy. Cool. So guys, this is your toolbar in Weebly. These are all the different things that you can add into the website. And it's completely drag and drop. And I'll show you what that means. The only thing that you won't have access to on the free side is to add in HD videos or audio, but you can put in YouTube links and it'll populate in there, and I'll show you in a minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna show you, just to give you an example by what I mean of drag and drop. Let's say I wanted to put a picture right above this, welcome to Muse Technologies. I could just take this image, put it right there. Cool. The one thing that's interesting about Weebly is that if I wanted to put, let's say I wanted to make 2 columns, so there's no column button. What you do is you take the image, and either to the left or the right of it, you'll see this little blue bar. That's what tells you where it will go. So in this case, we're going to go to the right to create a second column, and now we'll have 2 columns. I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. What I recommend is that you actually just do 1 column all the way up and down. And why that is because Weebly doesn't allow you to custom edit things in what it would look like on a mobile phone. You can go in here and preview what it will look like, but you can't make changes in here. As you notice, I can't grab anything from here to put it in here. And the way that they work is whatever goes left, so in each section, so this would be like a section, and on the left side, that would go first in the mobile side or mobile view, and then what's on the right side would go in the mobile view. But if you just go straight up and down, then it all carries over into the mobile version. So I highly recommend starting with just keeping everything in a single column when you can. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in, I'm gonna make this a mock website. So what I'm gonna do is the very first thing we would like to do, I'm actually just gonna reduce the size of this. So one way that you can, just gonna bring this up to bring a section. I should tell you the coolest, one of the best tools to use in all this with Weebly is to use the section tool. And I'll show you. If I try to add in a section, they're actually pre-populated templates. So I can choose from a gallery, right? These will just automatically pop right in if I want them to. Let's find one that might be useful. So like a contact template, menu template, featured template. And I will add these in a minute as I go through. For now, I don't think I want to put any of these in just in the moment, but they make things really, really simple in terms of you don't have to add in a ton of stuff. Okay, I'm actually gonna delete this. Cool. I'm gonna add in a two. I'm just gonna add in text here. And then what I always like to do with our website is at the very top of it, we want to have, I'm trying to make this smaller if I can. We want to call out our audience. So we help athletes, we help, let's go with we help women over 40 reach their peak physical fitness through through exercise and manual therapy without needing them to take injections, get surgery, or use pain medication. Okay. I want someone to immediately be able to know, like, okay, this is the right place for me. And if you wanted to, like, let's say you didn't want this to be this dark blue in the background, we can edit, change color. We can even add just an image in the background. And so there'd be a puppy. You could replace it if you wanted to with your own. I'm going to change the color. So let's say, for example, I wanted the color to be white. I could just drag this and go there and be white. If I want it to be black, I could go there. So we'll keep that there. And maybe I'll actually make this white. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this dark. Whoops, bold's not going to help us out. I'm going to go to the color. Cool. Cool. So I'm going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this out really quick. So I want to show you. I'm going to add in an image. Let's go with if you need pictures, guys, I highly recommend going to pexels.com, spelled like this, P-E-X-E-L-S. Just Google Pexels. Tons of free, license-free photos, high-quality photos that you can use. And ideally, I'd like to use pictures of my own clinic. Since I don't have my own clinic, I can't do that. So I'm going to choose something like an active adult female if I have one. All these pictures from running ads, so perfect. She looks like she's in our target range. She's maybe under 40, so maybe I wouldn't use her. Maybe I'd look for a different picture. Weebly is really great, and what you can do is really easily manipulate the photo, so I can shrink it down if I want to, right? Cool. And honestly, I'd probably have a picture of myself, and I'd actually probably have a video here talking about what I do. One thing that you can do, guys, is you can look at, so for example, let's think of, we could just Google physical therapy, New York City, right? One thing that you can do is kind of mimic how other websites look. So, whatever pops up in New York City that's the highest, we could look at how does their website flow. They've got, okay, the nation's top physical therapy practice. They've got video in the background. We're not going to get that in depth, so we'll back out of that one. But we're going to look at things, how to do this. So one thing that you might do, and something that you see pretty frequently with, a lot of PT practices, are they have buttons at the top. And we could do this here. There. So this might say, let's choose a style, black. The one frustrating thing with Weebly is it's hard to change the button color, but there is a way to do that. And if you're really curious, message me and I'll show you how you can change the button color. You have to actually mess with some of the coding a little bit, but it's possible. So let's go text, let's go schedule free discovery visit. Okay. This could be a sign up for free phone consult. Cool. And this might be button style. We're gonna go here. Boom. This might be the classic inquire about availability. Cost if you want to do one. So we don't have anything to link these to yet, but we could. So maybe what I would do is, I actually don't like that this background is this gray, so I'll probably edit the color again. We'll go with something maybe more. It's harsh. That's not, those are not good colors. I don't really like any of those colors, but for now, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's go. Actually, delete this guy. Cool. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this. Cool. So do that. I can't handle that color. So we'll go here. Won't change this to that. Cool. We'll leave it like that. All right. So now what maybe we'll do is a, we'll have a something like, let's choose, we have our section here. So I'm going to click on this section, add a layout. We can go with feature. So with these, I'm fine with these, putting these in here from left to right because it's one of their pre-made layouts, so it flows over to the mobile version pretty well. So you can see it kind of goes in that area, which looks fine. We have this here, it's at the top. Go back. And then what we'll do is we'll go with something like where are you in your journey? Right? Maybe what I'll do is I'll just choose 2. So if you have 2 niches, for example, you could do it this way, and you would lead people down certain paths. Delete this, and it'll auto-populate into just 2 columns now. Great. So maybe this would be like weight loss / fitness improvement. This might be recovering from an injury, right? And this might be, what I'll probably do here is I'll actually put a button Oops. The button. Same thing here, I'll put a button. Style, that. Let's go with start my fitness journey. This might be start my recovery journey, right? And why this is we just want to gauge people. You know, I'm probably spending more time than I should on the funnel process of all of this, but we have to get people to start thinking, okay, number one, am I a woman over 40 who's looking to reach my peak physical fitness through exercise and manual therapy without needing to take, yes, like that fits me. Okay, cool. Now I'm going down. Where am I in my journey? Weight loss, fitness improvement, or recovering from an injury? So what I'll do is I'll edit this image. Oops, I don't want to edit, I want to replace. Sorry, that was my fault. We don't want to edit, we want to replace. And you can even search if you want to. So Weebly has a database of some free stuff. So we could do injury. And what I recommend is clicking the free photos, otherwise you'd have to pay. I still recommend pexels.com as the best. Sometimes they have some okay ones here. And see, like nothing's really jumping out that looks necessarily great. So what I'll do is I'm just going to see if I have anything in my own selection here for pixels. All right, nothing's popping up that would really be like, ooh, that's a home run. Maybe that. All right, I'm just going to start here. We'll go with this guy, fairly close. I'd probably look for an image that is more of a woman over 40 who has an injury. And then with this guy, let's go pixels. Let's go. There was one. We'll go find them. Maybe we'll go with the girl who is, we'll just choose this guy. This is fine. Awesome. So then the sizes look different. So what you can do is you can, part of it is because this is here. So what we can do is whenever you want, after you've done something for a little bit and changed stuff, I always recommend hitting publish. And that makes it live, but of course no one's gonna know that your website's there unless you tell them. But now you can look and see, okay, the sizes of the images are different. I would need to change this one to be smaller. So I can go here and then I can do something like change up, click publish, and then open up my preview again, see what it looks like. Okay, probably needs to be a little bit bigger. And I would actually choose images that are the same size, so I would crop them. In this case, I'm just gonna leave this. I'll probably just make this a little bit bigger. Publish. Cool, fairly close. The OCD person in me would go back and make sure they're the exact same size. For this tutorial video, I want you to be able to get this done quickly and see kind of how you can do this. So Okay, so maybe I would do that, right? So let's say I wanted to then just add in something that's like about our team. And then what I could do is just drag this image up here, or you could drag an image from here into here. And then I'd put a picture of, picture of myself. I don't really want it to be gigantic. Put it here. And this would really be great if you had a video. So one thing you can do is, I'll show you, if you would rather not have an image, you could also just put a video in. So you could do, you'd have to do it through YouTube. And you can put it here. And then all you do is you got to go upload a video to YouTube. But I could go to YouTube and you can literally put in any video that you want. So I could find a video of, I don't know, I think I have my own videos. So let's see. So let's go to videos. So I would probably have one me talking about my clinic, maybe even showing my clinic in the background. This one, let's find just a short one of myself, right? So maybe there'd be this guy. And then I want to be able to view it. And then I forget with this new YouTube changed its stuff a little bit ago. I got to go figure out how to find the URL, get shareable link. And then like that, and then click out of it. And then it pops up, right? And then I can also change the size of the video if I want. I can click on it and say, do I want to be auto? I can make it medium. It's not as big, I can make it large. It's like that size. So then instead of, my picture of myself, I could have a video talking about myself. And then I could add in some text with a little bio about it. And this would be like, Will Boyd, yada, 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 yada. Little bio, right? You can put that there. You can change the font, the text if you want. And then you can also have something like we'll do, one thing that you could do, which would be really good, is if we add in a section here, we're going to do that one with 3 again, which I believe is under featured. We're going to go here. And then we can do save. And I'm going to delete this. And then this could be grab your free guide to, or grab one of, let's say grab one of our free guides, right? And then maybe this one would be 5 tips, 5 lifestyle changes you need to make for eliminating back pain, right? So that could be one. This one could be, 6 reasons your knee pain is not going away. But could go away, right? And then maybe this is like 4 easy strategies to reducing headache symptoms immediately. And let's just go now, right now. And then you'd put in a picture of your ebook cover here, right? You could do that. And then you could add in buttons here like we did before. Here. And then we could add buttons. So remember guys, the blue bar, so if this goes big, that means it's going to cover the whole thing. You want to make sure it's just under which section you have. We can do this. Okay. And then we'll put this in the middle. And then you would change these to be like, you know, give me the free guide, right? And then you could change the color, and you could do the same thing for these guys and for this one too. So let's say there's that, and then let's say we want to add in our, I'm going to delete these sections. If you want to delete a whole section, you just click on the background area, click delete, delete. I'm going to delete this, and delete that. These are just kind of unnecessary parts that I don't need to build out. I want to build. Then what I'm going to do is add in a new section at the bottom. And maybe I'll choose this one. And people don't usually want to contact us. It would just say, I would probably put need a have you felt tired of living with pain for long enough, right? And then I'd say, actually, I wouldn't even do that. I'd actually delete this. Here's what I would do. I would delete this. I would delete that. I'd delete any spacers just so you have time. Cool. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add in a text bar here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this guy. What I'm going to do is say something like, I'd put in our address. So let's say 123 Main Street, Pittsburgh, PA, 9 or something. And then if you ever want to copy something, you can just click this arrow up here, go copy, and then this page, and it'll put it right underneath what you had before. And so then I'd put in our phone number, right? Let's say 555, 555, 5555. And computers are really smart now, and phones are smart that anytime they see a 7-digit code like that, it automatically will pull it up as a dial button. Click 555. Maybe I'll make that bigger since it's our phone number. And then what I'll do is I'll copy this again, copy this page. And then what I'm going to do is bring this down underneath. And then or send us an email at info@healthyfunnelphysio. Something like that. That's probably what I would do. And it's cool with this map, you can choose your city. So I'll just do Pittsburgh. And then click out of it and it'll pull up Pittsburgh. You can put in your actual website or address if you want to. Cool. So now I'm going to do, so maybe maybe I'd put an image in the background. I'm going to try not to be over OCD about this, but I get kind of image. Upload an image. Let's do. Let's see if this makes it hard to read. All right, I can deal with that. Cool, so maybe what I'll do instead is I'll make this white. So then what you can do actually is you can edit the background, and what I'll do is edit, and I'm actually just gonna darken it, which is right here, darken, perfect. Then I'll publish, and I'll take a look at it. Cool. So maybe I would put these guys, schedule free discovery visit, free phone consult down here. But we help women over 40 reach their peak physical fitness through exercise and therapy without needing them to take injections, and surgeries, payments. Where are you in your journey? Okay, start my recovery, start my fitness journey. About our team, a little bit about me. Grab one of our free guides. Cool. The button would show there. I just haven't edited it, so it's not showing up. I could get one of my free guides and this stuff. So this is like a homepage, really quick homepage, guys. Now could I make it a lot more, I don't know, prettier and in depth? I absolutely could, but for the sake of this, this is something that, just to show you how cool it is for free, and really in a short time you could have an entire homepage up and running, right? And let's do center. And then if you feel like things are too close, you can add this little thing called a spacer. And then you can make it as much space or as little space as you want if you can get the little blue thing there. I don't know why it does one frustrating thing in Weebly. Well, you can normally grab the little blue bar and move your spacer up and down if you want to. But anyways, so then I can publish this, and I want to show you the last thing, which is how to make new pages. So what you want to do then is you're going to go up to pages. And so this one comes with a service page, and about page, a contact page. You can build off of these. You can delete this whole page. You can create brand new pages. So if I want a whole new page, I just click this button and I can choose a standard page or a blog page. You're not really going to worry about any of these pages for now, just standard or blog. Or you can copy an existing page. So if you want a copy of your website or your homepage, right, I could click this and I could click copy down here if I wanted to. So let's just go ahead and make a new page. And this one's going to be for if you want to schedule a free discovery visit. So I'm going to make this as small as I can. I should make this just a little bit smaller. Okay, that's fine. I'll leave that there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to our build tab. Actually, sorry, on pages, what I'm going to title this, I'm going to call this, we're going to call this discovery visit sign up. Okay. What it'll do is it'll add it to our list here. We don't really want it to show up. We're going to click hide in navigation. You can find it in here, but it won't show up just like naturally on your website because we're going to link it to a button in the beginning. But I'm going to click done. And then what I want to do is I want to do build. And we're going to come here and we're going to put in a title. Fill out this 30-second form to get set up with your free discovery visit. I'm not sure why it's so close to one another. Go like that. Cool. And then what's really cool with Weebly is it has forms that are built in, and you can put in a let's see. I don't know if I want an RSVP form or just I think I just want a contact form. So we're going to use a contact form. And we're going to put this down below. Cool. So then I'm just going to delete this. We don't really need that. You can actually just delete it here, which is what I'm going to do. So we're going to go name, email. One thing that we want to do is do form options, and we're going to title this. So we're going to title this Discovery Visit Inquiries. Inquiries, yeah. Cool, and we can send it to an email, so anytime someone opts in, it sends us a message. It sends us a message. Do that. So we'll go with that, and then we can add things in here. So name, email. I may even have a, let's see, what do I want to do here? I want to add in a name, email, phone number. And then I can edit this so it doesn't say comment. I can have, how long have you been dealing with this issue? Right? And it's required that they have to fill it out. And then I might have one more, like a drop down. So I might have it first. And it might say something like, which best describes your issue? And we might be able to put in, we can put in different options like neck pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, right? Back pain, Renner fasciitis, and so on, right? So you get the idea. We can just add more and more and more. And so now they can choose this one, which one they want to do. And then we have a submit button down at the bottom. I'm going to click save this form. So now anytime someone were to come here and fill this out, it will tell me that someone inquired for a discovery visit. Now we need to connect this from that button on our homepage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Weebly. We're going to go to our pages. We're going to go to our homepage. So I have this button that is for a free discovery visit, and I want to link it to one of my existing pages. So standard page, and we're going to choose this discovery visit sign up. Cool. And we've got that, which is good. So we'll click publish. And then I want to show you now, if someone were to go to our website, healthyfunnelexample.weebly.com, if they click on this schedule free discovery visit, they end up here, discovery visit, fill out this 30-second form. If I fill this out, too long, thank you, your information has been submitted. Cool, so then if I go to Weebly and I want to publish this, make sure I save this. And if you end up doing this, this is where you're going to put in your Facebook pixel and your Google Analytics under the settings. So you'll see that in some of the next videos coming up. But if I actually click out of this, so I'm going to leave this here. Guys, you now know how to make your homepage and you know how to add pages, which is going to be the most important thing. So let's say we don't want this services page. We can just click it. We can delete it. Right? You can keep your about page. You can add any page. You can delete any page. Let's say if you wanted to add a blog page, you could add in a blog page, and you now know how to customize. It'll take a little bit to get used to all the things that you want to put in there, but this would be a blog page, and you can add blog posts if you want to. Right? So if I can get rid of this, you can put in a new post, and you can do essentially just like any other thing. You can add in a title, you can add in text, you can add in image, and then you can publish and make a post. I'm just going to save, and I'm just going to exit that, pretend it's not there. Then the other thing that you want to do is we're going to go to, so you know how to do that now. You guys now know how to do that. There'll be some more learning to do, obviously. We're going to go to pages. Let's say that, for example, this discovery visit, we want one for our free phone consult. I'm just actually going to copy this page. And instead of discovery visit, I'm going to call it phone consult signups. Okay? And then we're going to do this to fill out your free phone consult. Okay? And then I might write in here, like for this one, I might add in, you know, I might do for build, I might do something like, okay, I can only do 5 fields in this form without upgrading. So that's fine. We'll keep it there. We're good. So then I'll just do this instead of discovery visit. I will do, oh, I gotta save my form. Let's do phone consult. Publish. And then I can go back to my home page and I can link up this button to that page. So again, standard page, and then I want to find my free phone consult signups. So that's linked, I publish, click here. And then if I click here, this should be good. It should take me to that free phone consult page where I fill out a form. Now, the one thing I didn't do that I should have done is because this is a different page, because this web consult or free phone consult was, I copied it, but it's a different page. What I want to do is I need to change the name of this form. Otherwise, it'll show up as the same form. So I'm going to click this form options and do, oops, free phone consult inquiries. You can save that. Cool. And then publish. So guys, that's how you can have a website pretty quickly in maybe 45 minutes to an hour. If you want to make it like as amazing as possible, websites can be an ongoing thing, right? You know, that they're always changing as you're adding things, but this is really how you could do it, right? And so let's say that you have an ebook. You could also make just a brand new page that's like, here, get your ebook, and you can add a file and you could upload your PDF right there, which is really, really cool. The last thing I want to show you is when you hit this X, it'll take you out of your editing mode and put you into the background of your Weebly site. And you can see it says Discovery Visit Inquiries 1, and this is me. And it gives you all the information that I put in. And that's the power of Weebly. So do that, guys. You will have a website up and running, and it's really important because now when you're inside of this, you just click Edit Site when you log in. This is when you have, once you've made it, that'll be the back end. You just click Edit Site. When you're in Settings, this is going to be really important as you're starting out and going through the rest of this module. In Settings, under the SEO, in the header, we can put in, so in this case, we're going to put Google Analytics. Weebly tells us to put in the footer code, so we can put in the footer code. And Facebook tracking would go in the header code. So it's going to be important as you go through this model. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions related to websites, especially Weebly, let me know. I've used Weebly for 2 years now. I have a pretty good command on it. So just let me know if you run into any issues as you're going through this. But now you have a website and be able to go through the course using this as your website. Okay, guys, go get it and enjoy the rest of the lessons in this module.